Give me 35 seconds of your time and I'll teach you how to be a millionaire. Bloody hell, I can give you 1 bloody year or my whole life. I don't think you can ever teach me to become a millionaire. In the first place, why would anybody want to teach you how to become a millionaire with an advertisement? Hi guys, I'm Jimmy Wong. I'm all out to expose the not so true guru out there and make sure that everyone see the truth. Nothing but the very truth.
所以现在的这个国际的趋势呢，外汇是走向比较光芒的那个路段。
Everyone deserves the best, nothing but the best. Sometimes when you look at advertisements, they'll put on a lot of untrue facts and redirect you to something whereby it's not what you've seen. They will use a lot of luxurious cars, big houses, physical cash to entice the public to sign up for their courses. But all those could be rented or could be on high yield loan. All the monies that people are paying them in terms of school fees, I would say this all their hard-earned money. If someone is building an empty dream for you, and you're falling for it. And in the end, when you wake up, you realize that it's just all an illusion. But with all your money that's meant perhaps for your kids' education or for your parents' medical fee, all completely gone, how would you feel?
In fact, Dato Wong paid full amount for his one day. I think he is the only one in Singapore at this current moment.
Very simple. Results. A lot of people self-proclaim they are Forex guru, option gurus. Some even use some actors or actresses to do endorsement for them. Why use all these faces whereby there's only one way to prove to the public is with your results, and make sure the results is at least a 3 years results audited and make notary public. There's nothing so-called guaranteed. Some are so hungry they even guarantee results just to make sure that you sign up for the bloody course. And then in the end what happened? They'll tell you, oh, some unforeseen circumstances. My advice to you is very simple. Ask, and keep asking. Keep asking for the results. There's only one way to prove it to you. But there's 1001 way to say no and not showing it to you. And if the instructor or the guru get disturbed, perhaps even getting angry with you because of all the question you're asking, that's already a telltale sign that, they are not so true after all. When they posted all the flashy cars, they will get something to cover the license plate. They just go there on the pretext of they're interested in the cars. All dressed up, flamboyant, hey, I want to buy your car. Then they take photos and then they'll post as if it's theirs. They'll go around Singapore, the hotels, they'll go to the receptionist and say, look, I have this guy who's coming from overseas, or perhaps somebody's getting married, they would like to rent your suite, but we need to film down and show it to them. Trust me, all hotels will say okay when it's fine. So when they film it, right, they give people the intention that they are actually staying in the suite every weekend. Genius, right? Watches. It's either it will be shared among all the so-called scam artists, they'll take turns wearing it, they just change the belt so that it looks different. But the very vicious one would be their trading account. So they'll post millions of dollars. Some will even post very unrealistic percentage. The whole intention is just to make sure you part with your money. I started this CSR program, also known as Corporate Social Responsibility Program, 4 to 5 years ago. And the plain intention was the above mentioned, just to make sure that everybody is safe and educate the public, do not be gullible, but rather do their own due diligence, check, and repeat the sequence.
Ask, check, and confirm, okay?
Once again, there's only so much that people like us, known as social vigilante, that could help. The ultimate decision lies with the consumer. I was actually born pretty poor, but I would say that that part when I was poor was my richest moment, because tough time built great people, isn't it? But of course, when you're in the zone, suffering then, of course at that point of time you'll feel like resentment, or how come people rich are so poor? But come to think about it, I always remind myself where I started. Born in a humble neighborhood of Teban Gardens, joined the wrong crowd because my dad and my mum, they were always not at home because times were bad back then. They need to keep the family going. Both my parents worked their greatest might off. Rule number 1, protect your capital. In all investment, it's not about profit, it's about protection. Because protection is the minimum that you could do and the most important, ironically. I worked many jobs in my life. The weirdest job I ever held was a, drum roll, dog walker. You go and knock on people's door and say, hello, can I walk your dog? Back then I was paid $1 for an hour. I'll take my BMX, I'll cycle to Sunset Way. Lucky you walk the dog. Sometimes unlucky the bloody dog walk you. And then I've sold a newspaper before. Let me chant this. Ma piu po. Sing Ming Ming Po. If you remember that, that means you're quite old already like me lah. Then again, I became a DJ. I was working in one of the biggest clubs back then as a waiter. Something just struck me with one of my buddies. He was like, hey, since we all like music, why don't we go and become a DJ? I was like, what? DJ? So we both go and learn. He gave up, I continued. Why? No money. Do it or die, right? I persevered and made the name for myself. So I went off one of those competitions in Australia. I won myself an award. Till today, I still hold the trophy and it's very dear to me. So back those days, I met my mentor, this kind soul, that taught me Forex trading. From entertainment, it was a big leap bang, to finance, and I made it! Even though you're a multi-billionaire, there will still be this probability or chance that you may get all your wealth burnt. Every day, I will still remind myself that I have a battle to fight tomorrow. And this is my advice for everyone as well. You should always be ready for tomorrow. Those gangster days was the most memorable ones because they may not have proper education, full-bodied tattooed, but these are the people that 讲义气, you know. But I want to tell you this, those days I've done mischievous things like fights, gang clashes. I ever followed along as well, look at how they operate their syndicates. The reason why I didn't really full-fledged get myself buried in it is because I have a very strict dad. He would cane me, he would challenge me. I think my success played very much with my dad and my late mum. They just passed away last year. Yeah, and that's where I realized that money is not everything. Because when she passed on, she actually left me something that I didn't anticipate. There's a metal box. When I opened it up, all the expensive gift that I've given her was there. I realized that that's all I could give was materialistic stuff. Something that's the money can buy. But actually what she wanted was my time, right? So that's another lesson I learned in life is that you know, that all the values I try to pass on to people is that your loved ones are around, do your best. This is Resolve, my first debut produced movie. It's the Singapore first action movie as well. So if you ask me, why create a movie? I believe it's hitting two birds with one stone. Number one, creating a movie could be in a sense better than advertisement. Because back then, when I tried to advertise for my businesses, I think the price is only slightly off in comparison to create a movie. So I say, why not do it in a movie? Because 10 years down the road, anybody who watches this movie, they will remember me, remember the cast, or even the company. Even for the next movie to come, definitely I'm going to include in the CSR program, like the first movie. And we're going to create this CSR awareness. So if you ask me what's going to happen throughout the next 10 years, I'm going to expand this CSR program and have more like-minded people coming in. Now, for those who really want to join the CSR program, you're definitely welcome and we need you. Just write into us. Our website is www.jefflennon.com. We will try our very best to do all the researches to let you guys know what are the methods so that you will not be victim of circumstances. When you donate, you're giving someone the fish. But if you were to teach them how to look after themselves, you're giving them a fishing rod. They fish for themselves. I foresee my CSR team, even the program, is going to get nothing but bigger. Absolutely. Let me tell you this. I don't care how much I'm going to spend. I don't care who you are. Continue to cause harm. The next person you will see knocking on your bloody scam door will be me. So to all the scammers, once again,